Hello guys, it's Johnny time and welcome to another decentralized finance tutorial. Today in this video you will learn everything that you need to know about staking Illuvium, the new contract, the staking V2, how to stake, what kind of different strategies for Illuvium we can implement for staking and yield farming, and all the new features. I love this new version of the staking, and probably you know me from the previous staking video. It was very popular and a lot of people learned and enjoyed from it, and today we're gonna cover the new staking with all its features and the opportunities that it has. So if it's interesting, make sure to watch the video till the end and subscribe to the channel for more videos about Illuvium, DeFi, play to earn, and turn on the bell notification button. Now without further ado, let's get started. So Illuvium is one of my favorites play to earn games. AAA game. You know that I posted videos quite a while ago when I purchased Illuvium around $500, then it went all the way up almost to $2,000, and of course now with all the correction of the market and the hype going out for metaverse and play to earn, we got back to these $500 levels. In my opinion, not a financial advice, very good entry point. So if you had a FOMO, the fear of missing out, that after you saw Illuvium climbing to $1,000, $2,000 almost, now you have no excuses. Illuvium is back to the same price, $500, $600, and this is a steal in my opinion, because if you follow the interviews with Karen, with Aaron, the founders, you know that it's an amazing company with 200 employees that are planning to take over the gaming industry. You can compare them to Electronic Arts, Activision Blizzard, all the biggest like names and brands in the gaming industry, and this is gonna be a huge play to earn game. Now, if you're invested in ILV token and you're exposed to this token, don't miss out the staking opportunities, because there are insane staking opportunities, and now they launched their new staking V2 dashboard. As you can see over here, we have the overview section, we have the dashboard, the staking, the rewards, and the vesting. Quite similar to the previous staking V1, but with a lot of improvements to the smart contracts and to the UX. Here on the right, you can see the ILV price. You can see the market cap, $360 million. As still, in my opinion, not a financial advice. Estimated holders, more than 18K. The total amount staked, you can see how many money, how many value in terms of Illuvium and ETH, because you can stake Illuvium as a single token or add liquidity for ILV and ETH and in SushiSwap and stake it. $1 billion is staked. $1 billion and $8 million to be precise is staked. And here, this is very interesting. This is new kind of UX feature where you can see the entire emission schedule. I know it looks very advanced, but it's quite easy. You can see that already 1.52 million Illuvium already been distributed based on the emission program. So there are in total 3 million Illuviums that gonna be distributed over time until the last epoch. You can see right now all the epoch. Epoch is basically a period of time. You can see that we are in epoch 20 out of 78. You can see right here the purple line represent the current epoch that we are in, and the length of it shows how much Illuvium ILV tokens gonna be distributed. So we can see that the more we get to the end, very similar to Bitcoin, so the more time passes, less Illuvium are being minted until it's over. No more Illuvium, no more yield farming, no more staking. So right now you have the opportunity to participate in this kind of emissions schedule if you are early adopter of Illuvium, if you're a believer in play to earn, in Illuvium, in the company, in the game, in what they're doing. This is an opportunity for you to get more rewards, to get more inflation, which is limited, 3 million max. Already 50% is out, okay? It's vested. We'll understand about the vesting mechanism in a moment, but we have 1.5 billion Illuvium tokens that you can enjoy by stake your current ILV tokens or add liquidity with ETH. So this is how it looks like. You can see every epoch. In this epoch, which every epoch is around 2 weeks, you can see that around 11,000 ILV gonna be distributed to the ILV staking. 44,000 ILV gonna be distributed to the ILV and ETH, which means the liquidity for ILV and with ETH on SushiSwap, and 0 ILV to Flash pools, which is something that used to be in the past, and now they don't distribute ILV to these pools anymore. So this is the basically the emission schedule. Super cool, super nice UX. I love it. Now let's get into dashboard. Do you enjoy this video and you feel that you finally found a high quality DeFi channel on YouTube? Check out my other free educational content and subscribe for a new video every day. So in dashboard over here, you can see kind of summary of your staking. So if you're already staking, this is where you see your current balance, your ILV price. If you have SILV token V2, we'll talk about it in a second. You see it over here. Your pending rewards, kind of a summary of all your staking status, of how many rewards you have, how much you have staked in ILV ETH, etc. This is the dashboard. Super easy, super quiet to follow. Now staking is where you stake your ILV tokens. So you have two options. One option is just staking ILV token, and the other option, my favorite one, because the APR, as you can see over here, is quite higher. For ILV pool, the APR is only 24%. This is a year APY. And for liquidity, if you provide liquidity for ILV ETH, the rewards are much higher. And for me, this is a steal. Why? Because I'm bullish ILV, I'm bullish ETH, I can add liquidity for both, and I get extra rewards in terms of ILV on my ETH as well. I want position in ETH, I want position in ILV, so this is no brainer for me. This is my way to go. Not a financial advice, but here you can see details, okay? So this is basically details regarding how much is being staked, how much liquidity here is staked, how much liquidity is provided. And you can see your liquidity as well, the TVL, the APR, the APY, and let's go into the stake button. Now, this is super interesting. You can choose how much time you want to stake. You can stake your tokens for 1 month. It will be locked for 1 month, and you cannot withdraw it. By the way, in the past, you could stake it in a flexible way, so you can deposit the tokens and withdraw it whenever you want. But now they put a minimum vesting period, minimum locking period of 1 month. So this is the minimum. If you're using the staking, you have to keep in mind that you cannot access your funds for at least 1 month. Now, if you lock it for 30 days, the APR would be 140%, which is a bit more than 10% a month, around 12% a month. Very, very high. You're gonna get them in ILV tokens. Now, if you lock it for a year, which is the maximum, you're gonna get 260% APR. This is insane. This is 22% a month, okay? More ILV tokens. So I wouldn't do that with all my investment. What I did back then is basically, let's say I wanted to invest $10,000. So I take 5,000 where I lock for 1 year because I want to be exposed to ILV at least for 1 year. And 50% of my investment, which in this example gonna be $5,000, gonna be flexible. So if ILV just explodes, I can take some profits. I can unlock my liquidity pool tokens and sell my ILV, and that's exactly what I did. I sold some ILV when it was $1,600. This is 3x in like 3 months for my initial investment, and I kept my locked liquidity. Of course, I bought some more ILV now in this correction, but that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. I would divide it to 50% long-term staking if you're bullish long-term, and 50% 30 months. Now we don't have the opportunity to stake it without locking, but 30 days is not much, so it's quite makes sense. That's my strategy. That's how I would use this opportunity. Not a financial advice, of course. Now this is the staking. This is a cool thing about staking. Now bear in mind that the rewards gonna be vested for a year, so you cannot just liquidate your ILV and sell it for ETH or for stable coins. You will have to wait for 1 year. My rewards, I staked back then, I think like in August, so it's like 6 months ago. I have like only 150 days where I can claim my ILV rewards. I probably not gonna sell them because I just love this project, and I truly believe that this is very, very undervalued. The entire play to earn market is undervalued, especially Illuvium, one of my favorite projects in play to earn. So this is basically the reward section where you can see the current rewards, and you have two options. You can claim them as ILV, which will be locked, very similar to the previous version, previous staking V1. The ILV tokens will be locked for 1 year, and you cannot, they're not liquid. You cannot get them and sell them. Otherwise, you can claim SILV2, which is the new SILV because the previous one had an exploit. And the SILV is a token that you don't need to lock it. You can claim it right away, and it can be used in-game. This is the synthetic Illuvium. This is the in-game token, and you can use it in the upcoming land purchase inside the game when you play the game. So this is inside the game. Right now, the liquidity, the price is lower than ILV, of course, because it's more liquid and you can withdraw it and people withdraw and sell it. But probably in the future, it will be equal to the price of ILV when it will have more utility for land purchases and other things inside the game. Now, the vesting section gonna show you exactly how much time left until you can withdraw either your Illuvium, your rewards, or your liquidity pool tokens that you just staked. And that's how it looks like. You can see the amount, and the source, the weight, the date it was staked, and the days that are remaining for you to basically get the token out, and the vesting period that you have to wait until you have the token. So this is how it works. It's on the Ethereum network, so you need to have a MetaMask wallet and have Illuvium tokens in MetaMask. If you want to stake Illuvium, you basically go here to staking, stake, and just put the Illuvium. If you want to buy it, you go to SushiSwap, and you can buy it because the liquidity gonna be there. If you want to add liquidity for ILV ETH, it's also gonna be in SushiSwap, so you can go here, add liquidity, choose ILV ETH, add liquidity, and then stake the liquidity pool tokens over here on the staking user interface of Illuvium. And this is the tutorial, guys. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, write them in the comments below or join the Discord community. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you like this content and you want to get exposed to more content like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching and learning with me here, and I will see you in the next guides. Bye bye.